What's up, everybody? We back with another message, another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and future new subscribers. You know we do nothing here without God because everything is spiritually led by God over here. We cover the world from a spiritual and physical aspect to get the raw, real, and uncut answers. So anything you hear, anything you see in these end times, may you test the spirits, aka take the words and visuals back to prayer with God, as there are many Decepticons running around in these end times sent from the enemy. Had that strong, close, and personal relationship with God. Good, great, awesome. And if you're interested in that one-on-one Discord conversation, the information is in the description and pinned in the comments section down below. Good, great, awesome. Okay, you guys. So just more stuff added onto this all over the place day. The Lord gave me a dream of last week. And I explained to you guys that I saw people like being seasoned and then put in this place and burned up. And I just saw fire. I didn't actually see the people. They got put into this little locked in space and then fire. I could tell it was fire. But I didn't know what all that meant. And the Lord had said dark secrets and open spaces, okay? Then, come to find out, a week later, I guess like at Harvard Med School or something like that, the morgue had like been selling and sending people's body parts. And you know how that goes with the black market and stuff like that. So the lady involved had like this creepy doll shop and they just looked so demonic. And then the dude that they was using to, I guess, sell or do whatever he was doing looked super like influenced with heavy demonic activity. And God knows when you sell stuff on the black market and all that stuff, where that's actually fully going, because the enemy is pretty sick. But yeah, that manifested in a very sick way. And when I seen the season, and I'm like, oh, he was just showing me like, y'all know how they got to preserve the bodies and stuff like that. So it wasn't them actually seasoning them or nothing like that, but preserving the body and the methods they use to preserve the body. I did not think about that. And so God was pointing that out to me. And so, you know, dark secrets and open spaces, Harvard, the med school, the morgue, self-explanatory. And then when I seen the fire, you know, cremation, but like he was showing me people that were not alive, like they're not alive in this place, but they were coming in and people were sending in these bodies to this company, quote unquote, company that I saw in a dream, but to this place, not knowing what was being done. So I said, oh. So either way, I reacted the same way that I did in the dream to the news. It was disgusting and yeah, but y'all know how we do. I just had to point this out to you guys. Anytime I see something pointed out to me by God that he didn't show me, you know what I got to do. Background, then the prior word into the event itself. So we're just going to do that, not too long. So yeah. I was at this company and they were transporting people inside a building, right? At first, I didn't know what was going on. Then I saw them seasoning people. Like, I'm not playing. Seasoning that you would put on meat, they were seasoning people. Just throwing all types of seasoning on people. So then they put them into this big, small, it's not even a small and close, big enclosed space, to say the least. There we go. That's how you say that. And they shut this door on them, hit this button, and I could tell, like, they were cooking these people. I saw, like, the fire. I heard it. And I'm like, I'm in a dream, like, what is going on? Now, then I heard the Lord say, because he explained, dark secrets and open spaces. That's all he said. And I'm glad that's all he said, because I don't want to know if they really doing stuff like that. Okay? I really pray that's symbolism, because I will not be surprised if something like this come out on the news.
To a gruesome story out of Massachusetts. The manager of the morgue at Harvard Medical School is accused of stealing human body parts from cadavers and then selling them. And these are cadavers donated for medical research. He now faces federal charges, and News 4's Chris Glorioso is in the newsroom now with new information on this. Chris.
Adam, the federal prosecutor in this case called the alleged harvesting of body parts appalling and said it's even more egregious because so many of the victims volunteered their remains for the advancement of science and medicine.
What do you have to say about these charges?
Former Harvard morgue manager Cedric Lodge silent as reporters ask about the shocking charges. Federal prosecutors say for 5 years, Lodge stole body parts that were donated to Harvard Medical School, but after medical research was done, instead of cremating the human tissue, the morgue manager is accused of stealing body parts, driving them to his home, and selling them.
Don't do that. You don't take somebody's body parts.
One of the people charged in the case is a woman who owns a Peabody shop, which, in her own words, sells creepy dolls. WBZ was the first station to report that her shop had been raided months ago, and the only station to get video inside the building where that business is. WBZ's Tiffany Chan is live outside a federal court in South Boston tonight, where Kat McLean just appeared. Tiffany.
David, Katrina McLean, now court documents show that McLean actually went to the Harvard Medical School morgue and was able to pick out the different body parts that she wanted to purchase. Prosecutors charging her with transporting stolen goods here in Massachusetts and across state lines to Pennsylvania. Now, the owner of Cat's Creepy Creations in Peabody didn't say a word to us as she was leaving federal court in Boston today. Her store features creepy dolls, human bones, but prosecutors say she illegally bought 2 partially dissected heads for $600 from the former morgue manager at Harvard Medical School, parts donated to the school for educational purposes and was actually supposed to be cremated and returned back to the family. Of course, that didn't happen. Prosecutors say she bought those body parts and flipped them for profit. Her lawyer had this to say as they were leaving court today. Take a listen.
I mean, the court document said that she went to the morgue to kind of look at some of these.
Yeah, no comment.
Some of the details here really are unbelievable. Prosecutors say that the illegal sales from the morgue here went on for at least 5 years. Prosecutors say a morgue at Harvard became a macabre marketplace for heads, brains, skin, bones, and other body parts. The accused grisly shopkeeper, morgue manager Cedric Lodge.
How would you give anyone access to that morgue?
He walked past reporters after facing a judge today. His wife Denise was also silent. Investigators say she helped him sell stolen remains out of their New Hampshire home.
No comment.
Katrina McLean was one of the buyers, prosecutors say, accused of purchasing 2 dissected faces for $600.
Do you have anything to say to the family?
She's the owner of Cat's Creepy Creations in Peabody, and investigators say she stored and sold body parts out of the store. She's even accused of shipping human skin to this man in Pennsylvania to have him, quote, tan the skin to create leather.
From what I've seen in pictures before, maybe on her Instagram, they read bones things, you know?
Investigators said the body parts came from cadavers donated to Harvard and used for educational purposes. But they say Cedric Lodge would open the morgue to let buyers browse.